Last week, the second instalment of Sadiq Ballet, Warriors of the Rainbow, the most expensive Taiwanese film ever made at $25 million, opened in cinemas here in Taiwan. It tells the story of the Wuxia uprising in 1930, when hundreds of Taiwanese Aborigines from the Sadiq tribe revolted against their Japanese overlords, killing over 100 Japanese men, women and children at a school athletics meeting. Despite the film's disturbing and graphic violence, the film has broken box office records here, spawning Taiwan's newest tourist attraction, the sets of a Wuxia street and the school where the massacre took place.
After the film is finished, the film production company donated this scene to the city government, and we restore it and open to the public. We have been open for 2 weeks, and there are over 20,000 tourists have come here.
I was shown round by tour guide Jay Hastong, who told me they're expecting visitor numbers to rise to 2,000 a day thanks to the film's runaway success. Right. Wow. Have you seen it?
Yes, but in the midnight.
Oh,
in the
midnight show?
Midnight show.
And what did you think? Did you enjoy it?
It's real good. Awesome.
Is it?
Yes.
Why do you think people like it so much here? Why do you think it's so popular?
Because about its Taiwanese real traditional story, it's real history.
When I was young, my grandfather told me this story, and in the elementary school, the teacher also teach us this story.
For the film's producer, the movie has been about more than simply boosting the Taiwanese film industry.
We now have a chance to have a better market share, but it means we have a chance to tell the Taiwan people our own story. So this is the meaning of this movie. It's quite important to us.
The film has ignited interest in Taiwan's indigenous people and their tribal culture, like the intricate weaving still done by Sadiq women today, examples of which are on show on the set. Tourists come here and put on the costumes then and
they take
photos?
Yeah, take photos. I really like it.
I can feel a costume coming on here, Jay. You're done. I feel as though I should join in the spirit.
Yeah, you can enjoy.
Thank you very much. You've got tattoos, Jay.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Real man.
A real man. Meaning?
I have to kill some people. Then I can get this tattoo.
So you have to kill someone before you get a tattoo?
Yeah, yes.
And for a woman?
So you have...
Do I have to kill anybody?
No, you don't have to kill anybody. Just you can make real nice clothes.
Oh, I have to be able to weave and do womanly skills.
Yes.
Yes, I think I'm not quite ready for a tattoo yet. What do you think?
It's good.
You're laughing. The set took 6 months to build, with the art director taking great pains to make sure every detail looked authentic. So this is where the Japanese police work then?
Yes, the Japanese police working here. And in the movie, just aesthetic, steal a gun and destroy everything here. They have to steal a gun because Japanese police control the weapon.
So before they start the uprising, this is where they come for their guns. And if it was destroyed in the movie then, this is all done for the tourists. It's back to how it was at the beginning of the film.
Yes, the government just spent a lot of money to repair everything.
Most of the tourist scene is amazing. It's fantastic that a movie scene can be made so detailed. Yeah, and just like come back to the 1930s to see an actual Wuxia street in the film, just like go back to the history.
When you come here, you will feel like you go back to the time that Japanese govern in Taiwan. Although I'm not that kind of old, but I can feel that atmosphere in here.
Now to a very different Aboriginal tribe, one that doesn't even have its own blockbuster yet. The Tao people live on a remote island off the coast of Taiwan. Carmen Roberts has been to see how this unique community is coping with adapting to tourism.
It's not easy getting to Lanyu Island. It's a bumpy 25-minute propeller plane ride from the eastern city of Taitung across the Pacific Ocean. But if there's a whiff of a storm, your flight will be cancelled. This remote island is known as the southernmost point of Taiwan. Lanyu's status as a far-flung outpost isn't just geographical, it's also cultural. This island is home to 6 indigenous tribes. And you could definitely say that this is the least Chinese part of the Republic of China. Our first stop is the Tao Foundation, a grassroots effort to preserve the Tao culture, traditions and language.
Our language is similar with something, in Philippines, the north of Philippines, and Batanes province.
How do you speak some Tao language? It's very different from Mandarin, right?
Yeah. Ayoi, that is xie xie.
Ayoi
Ayoi
is thank you.
Thank you.
So xie xie is Mandarin.
Yeah.
The first tourists began to arrive in the 1960s, lured in by the pristine coral reef and the laid-back diving and beach culture. Some enterprising islanders have set up small shops, but many elderly villagers resent being the subject of snap-happy tourists who often don't understand or respect local tradition. The sound of chisel and hammers can be heard around the villages as a dying breed of craftsmen toil over their intricately carved canoes. Shaman Jiao Pit has returned from Taipei to help his 80-year-old father.
It's very important for a man in this tribe to make a boat. Your status in the village is elevated. For people of my age, less than 10 of them on this island can now make a boat like this. Most of the young people go to Taiwan in search of work or to study.
And the few youngsters who remain on Orchid Island work in tourism, offering boat rides around the bay. The one stain on this remote island paradise is this so-called factory, home to almost 98,000 barrels of low-grade nuclear waste. Initially, in the 80s, the Taiwan government told villagers it was a fish cannery. Today, the manager boasts that he gets 3,000 tourists a year visiting the site.
All the nuclear waste is under the ground. I sleep here for 10 years. It's very safe.
We're very, very angry about this issue. This is about ethnic problem. Yeah. Because the Taiwan government, before, they really don't care Tao people. So now when we make the movement, they began to thinking Tao problem.
The government has promised to remove the nuclear waste by 2016, but locals here have seen deadlines like this come and go in the past. For the Tao people, this land is sacred, one that's been mistreated for decades. But certainly for me, the best reason to visit is to see a unique living culture, one that may be on the brink of extinction.
Carmen Roberts going back in time on Orchid Island. And sadly, that's all we've got time for this week, I'm afraid. Do try and join us again next week when Rajan looks at all the excitement surrounding the Boeing Dreamliner as it prepares to welcome its first paying passengers and asks, is it really going to change the way we fly? In the meantime, if you want to stay in touch with what we're up to, you can check out our website at bbc.com/fasttrack. And for even more travel tips and destinations, go to bbc.com/travel, where this week they've got a feature on New York's classic hotel bars. So until next time, from me and the rest of the team here in Taiwan, 再见.